All right, y'all. Hello. How y'all doing? I'm back again real quick because I know that it will probably get out of hand if I don't address this and go into my class and I am gone for like 2 hours and I'm not responding to anything in these new chats that are created. So I was like, before I go into my class, let's address this new Facebook feature. Okay. I gotta sneeze. Why every time I get on live, I gotta sneeze? Okay. All right. Hello, everyone. Again, I am Shakia, the professor of HS Inc. 365 LLC. We are the parent company of the Honesty Speaking brand, where we carry summation ink, summation paper, pigment ink, heat tape, and other accessories like chip resetters. I created Soulholics Anonymous 7 years ago in an effort to teach you guys how to use Silhouette Studio and the Cameo machines. And then we have 365 Creative Academy, which is my online academy where we take a deeper dive into all the different things that I teach here on our free platforms. I am someone who has had a Facebook group for a really, really long time. Facebook groups can be very helpful to like with building a community, especially someone in the field that I'm in as far as providing help and education, whether it is just on a friendly craft level and you want to be in a group with like-minded people who also do crafts and things. Maybe you have a group that's for like a mommy and me group. Maybe you are in a group for like single mothers. I was in a group for moms, and I'm still in that group. There was a group that was created for ooh, excuse me, for pregnant women whose babies were due in May of 2000. Ooh, excuse me, who were due in like April or May of 2018 when I had Zion Imani. So I'm in a group like that. I'm in a group for different shows. I'm in a group, like I have groups for all sorts of things, and groups are there to create communities. A great deal of people use Facebook groups because it's one of the things that a lot of coaches and mentors and things like that, they recommend, having a Facebook group to build a community, especially if you're someone that's going to provide services or information. There was a Facebook group that I was in long time ago for first time home buyers and to help you with things like that. There's groups for those who are trying to fix their credit. I mean, there's just a tons and tons of Facebook groups. And because people are in a lot of Facebook groups, sometimes they don't get the post and the content from these groups. So Meta, i.e. Facebook, has rolled out a couple of different things that's supposed to help you get more engagement or ways for you to identify groups that, hey, it might be that group like dormant and it's amongst your list of 100 and some odd groups. I used to be in a lot of groups. I scale back and I delete the ones I don't need because I'm not using them, as much. So it might help you to trim down on some of those groups. Maybe you joined a group at first and didn't realize like if it was really going to be helpful for you, you're not engaging in that group anyway. So when someone is doing at everyone, it might simply remind you that, hey, I don't need this group and I forgot to leave this group. Let me go ahead and leave because I don't need the content that's in this group. But because you only see so much on your timeline between all of the different groups that you're in, all of the people that are on your timeline and your friends, you may end up missing, important things from friends and families. Because if you're on social media to simply be social, you want to see those things. If you're on it to be social, be mindful about the groups that you join, because if it is someone who is utilizing their group in conjunction with their business, you're going to see a lot of these features roll out because Meta is doing their best to be able to help entrepreneurs and help small businesses grow and scale. Some people can't afford a lot of like marketing things. So if you're able to build a community where you already have your core audience, your core demographic, without having to spend a lot on marketing, but they're giving you tools where you can engage with them, that is their ultimate goal. I am in what's called the MetaBoost Leaders Network. So we kind of know about some of these things. Like we're people who use like a lot of these different features, like whether you're using Reels for, your business, if you're using Facebook groups, if you're using the shops. So now in Facebook groups, if you don't know, if you have one of the benefits of having a website is like connecting your shop and connecting your website to it. So if your Facebook group is connected to your Facebook page and you have a shop on your Facebook page, you can have that in your group to where it'll sit at the top. They don't have to necessarily go out of your group to go to your page to find your shop. Don't have to go like directly to your website. Like you can utilize that. So if you have a group and you haven't connected your shops, make sure that you do that as well. There is this new feature which is called group chats. And there's a couple different ones. Actually, let me just take a look at this real quick. Hold on. So I'll tell you like ones that you might see pop up because they gave us quite a few options. Okay. So let me just kind of go on here real quick. And I'll tell you some of the options. One of the main ones, and it's a default one. It is admin request, right? So it's like we got a notification that says members can now suggest chats in our group. So someone can suggest a chat. So maybe someone wants to see a thread versus having like a bunch of different groups. Like in groups now, you have like the featured ones at the top. So as admins, we can create featured posts and you can go up to the top and you can look through that to see if there's a post that already has your questions. So for me, it's a little weird for me with those kind of things because to me, groups are meant for people to kind of come in and ask their questions. A lot of the times with some of these tools, admins have changed how they run their group to where now they don't want to see the same question over and over again. Like they'll turn off the comments and they will, force you to go look at like the featured option. So it's more so becoming for a lot of groups where it's like, okay, I'm going to create this content. Don't be asking me no crazy questions. Don't be asking me no beginner questions. This is repeat questions. Don't be asking me that. Go up there to the feature. It's already there. So it's like telling people to like do their research and just search the group. So some admins and mods are getting kind of like, do you really need to run a group? Because if you're not here to help people, then what do you have the group for? You're just going to kind of be snide with it. But, that's neither here nor there. So it says members can now create or suggest chats in your group. Members selected for their participation can now set up chats without approval. Other members can also suggest chats. You're in control. Decide if members can create or suggest chats in settings, delete or moderate any chat at any time. For your community only members can join and participate in chats. The power of real-time chats. With real-time chats, users can share a laugh, explore common interests, or exchange time-sensitive information. Know what happened? Someone's at the door? That might be... I don't see a car. Who is that? Is that Miss Kathy? Miss Kathy. Oh my gosh. Hold on, y'all. Oh, wow. That's why you asked for that. Someone's visiting Miami and she came to visit me here, and my office is a hotmess.com. Well, hello, ma'am. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm live. I gotta wrap this one up. Oh my gosh. You're gonna make me cry. She's gonna make me cry. type chat. Can share a laugh, comment interests, time sensitive information, or build a stronger community. So I don't have it where others can like start chats, but like I can. So I put one there and it was like request for admins. So if you had a request for me, maybe it's a request for certain videos. I actually don't really check my messenger, or sometimes when people send me messages because they're in my group or they seem like me like they've interacted with me on a Facebook group, they may send a message. It will go to the spam and it will sit there because I won't even know that it's there because you have to go to a different location. But if I have it within my groups, someone can send it there and it will send it basically kind of like as a chat, like kind of like a messenger. And as an admin and someone where people are constantly kind of sending me messages, it kind of keeps it all in one place. So if there is a request of me to say, hey, could you do this video or things like that? Now, if it is for like something like a serious like help question, of course, I'm going to direct you to post that in the group. But it just allows you to kind of have dedicated threads. It's more of a thread for it. It will automatically add everyone to the group. So the first time that it does it, because you're added to it, you're going to get like this at everyone type deal. It is not the same as at everyone. It is just letting you know that you've been added to this chat. Now, it can get a little bit annoying if a lot of people are actually interacting in it. You can always mute it and then come back to it to see if there's something that you, information that you need in there. And you can also remove yourself from it and you can delete the chat, like not just remove yourself, just delete the chat completely, because as it's rolling out and if someone has a really large group, it might filter through those names a few times. Because we just started, it kind of went in, it told everyone. So if you leave out as it's going through and it's filtering again, I'm not adding you back. Meta will actually add you back. This is in the beta process. It's like a test. This was just rolled out. So there's going to be a lot of kinks. There are going to be some things that some people don't like. It might frustrate you, but do understand that Facebook is doing it in order to help you as just a consumer or someone who just wants to just be social on social media, on Facebook, and you're not necessarily using it for business. And you're like, okay, I joined this group because I might need help. You may not see the benefit of it now. But if you ever start a Facebook group, and especially for your business, you'll see that Facebook groups doesn't automatically just bring engagement. You can have a group and it can be dead because people are in so many groups and you're only going to see so many things on your timeline. So they're just trying to make it to where you can be more engaged and you may end up needing these features one day. So don't be too harsh on the admins. If it's getting overwhelming, it's going to sound very harsh, but the issue may be you because you are in way too many groups. So it can be annoying if you're getting added like 100 times a day because you're in 150 groups and 100 of those admins use the @ feature that day. So that can get kind of annoying. If you're in 150 groups and 50 of them decide to set up the chats, you're going to go and have all of these different chats. So maybe this might be a time where you are really reevaluating the groups that you're in and maybe deleting yourself from the groups that you really, really don't need. Even if it's my group, hey, it's fine if you have to delete yourself from my group because you don't need our services or our help anymore. But I did want to kind of come on and just talk about that feature because someone said that it was spam because I hadn't put anything in it. So I had set it up, but then I had to do my live video about accessing my classes. So I did go in there and kind of, somewhat explain it. I didn't get a chance to introduce myself because when you first do it, it says, do you want to introduce yourself and kind of put a description. I had not been able to do that yet because it just started adding people to it. If you are also like in groups, if someone sets up an event, when we set up events, it will create a chat for that event as well, just in case you might have questions about, what time does it start or replays or like whatever question it is. If someone's doing a live video and let's say they're going to do like I do a Q&A, maybe if you're not going to be able to be on the live, you might want to post your question in that chat ahead of time. That way, the person who is running the live video, they can address that. And then you can watch the playback and still have your question answered. even though you're not physically on the live video. So they can be annoying features, especially with all of these features rolling out at the same time. But do understand that Facebook is doing it to help smaller businesses who don't have budgets for, like major marketing or commercials and ads. It just gives them a free way to engage with their community. So hopefully you guys aren't annoyed too bad. And if you are, maybe that's just not the group for you. And it's okay to just go ahead and leave the group. That way you don't get any notifications from it, okay? So she says, I'm in awe. OMG, y'all. I got to go because I got to go say hello before my class starts. All right, y'all. Until next time, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be incredible. She says, I need all the help I can get. I'm here for it. Make sure that I'm not sure if you are on Facebook because you're commenting from YouTube. If you're not, a social person like that, still join Facebook groups because join Facebook so you can join the group because it allows you to get help in real time. On YouTube, you can't initiate something just to communicate with me. There's no chats and things on YouTube. So join the Facebook group and that's where you can get additional help. All right. So, all right, y'all. Until next time. Peace.